If your GoDaddy website is showing a 500 internal server error, don't panic. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the quickest ways to fix a GoDaddy HTTP error 500 step by step, even if you're not technical. This problem usually means something on the server side is misconfigured, and the good news is that there are a few simple checks that can help you identify and fix it fast. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more useful website and hosting tips. All right, let's get into it. First, go ahead and refresh the page once. Sometimes the error is temporary, and a quick reload is all it takes. If the error still appears, the next step is to log into your GoDaddy account. Go to the GoDaddy website, sign into your account, then open My Products. From there, find your web hosting plan and click Manage. Once you're inside your hosting dashboard, look for cPanel Admin and open it. cPanel is where you can inspect important server files and settings that may be causing the error. Now that you're inside cPanel, go to Metrics and then click Errors. This section shows the latest error logs for your hosting account, and it can give you a clue about what is actually breaking your site. Look for repeated error messages, missing file references, permission issues, or anything related to a bad configuration. If you see something suspicious, take note of it before making changes. After checking the error logs, the next step is to open File Manager. Inside File Manager, navigate to the public_HTML folder, because this is usually the main folder where your website files are stored. One of the most common causes of a 500 error is a broken htaccess file. To test that, locate the htaccess file in public_HTML and rename it to htaccess_old. Renaming it disables the file without deleting it, so you can safely restore it later if needed. Once it's renamed, go back to your website and refresh the page again. If the site loads now, that means the htaccess file was the problem, and you may need to regenerate or rewrite it with clean rules. If the error is still there, the next thing to check is file permissions. Incorrect permissions can stop your site from loading properly and trigger a 500 error. In general, folders should be set to 755, and files should be set to 644. These are the standard safe permissions for most websites. If a folder has the wrong permission level, change it to 755. If a file has the wrong permission level, change it to 644. Be careful not to give files or folders overly permissive settings, because that can create security risks. After adjusting permissions, refresh your site again and see if the error is gone. In many cases, one of these steps will solve the issue right away. If the site still isn't loading, go back and recheck the error logs for more details, because the logs often point directly to the root cause. The key is to make changes one at a time, test after each step, and avoid guessing. That way you can isolate the problem instead of making it worse. So to recap, first refresh the page, then sign into GoDaddy and open cPanel. Check metrics and errors for logs. Go to public_HTML. Rename htaccess to htaccess_old. Refresh the site, and finally, verify that folders are set to 755 and files are set to 644. Follow those steps carefully, and you'll have a much better chance of fixing the GoDaddy HTTP error 500 quickly and safely. If this video helped you out, please hit the like button and subscribe for more website troubleshooting tutorials. And I'll see you in the next one.